Hey guys, it's Eclectically me. I did this a while ago on TikTok, but I did a whole series on AliExpress and some of their witchy stuff. So today we're going to dive deep into AliExpress and some of the items in the witchy category, and kind of see how they are, I guess. Okay, so we're going to start off with the biggest items first. As you guys know, witchy stores sell these by the bucket loads, and they're quite expensive. On AliExpress, you can find these ranging from $1.70 Australian, US, sorry, not getting my words right, US, all the way up to about $6 USD. So we can roughly say $7 Australian. I got these roughly for, I think roughly they would be about the $4 mark. Under, I'm meaning like, $3.60 or something like that. So the designs, I got this one, and I got a couple of each. I'm actually using these as giveaways in my beginner witchcraft class. We do quizzes, and these are the prizes. They only get one little item, but still it's a witchy item. This was one of the designs. As you can see, it's got the letters on the outside. It's also got the days of the week, and it's also got yes, no, and the pentagram. Then you've got this one, which is very witchy, and you've got your cauldron in the middle with your pentagram and your, moons. And then you've got candles. You've got all sorts of little symbols, hands and stuff. And then you've also got rephrase, yes, no, unsure, and and they're really good timber. They're just like the ones people sell in their stores. Like, they're not cheap at all, and the quality is like amazing. Okay, this is another one. As you can see, it's the moth. You've got the moons, and yes, no, maybe, rephrase. And it's just lovely. And again, well done. Thick and sturdy. We've got the moth again. This one's different design. As you can see, this one had the moons at the top and the triangle. This one is got a circle behind, and then it's got the moon, snake, sun. But then you've also got that gorgeous butterfly in the middle, as you guys can see there. And then lastly, we've got just a very plain one, and it's unknown, yes, maybe, no, unknown. So then you've got the pentacle in the middle. So they are just some, and you could use them even for doing spells on top of, like a charging plate, or you could use them as an ordinary plate. Wow, this video is going to be long. It might have to be multiple parts. Okay, next I'm going to talk about charms. Charms are really fantastic. You can utilize them for a lot of things. You can hang them off your witchy bottles. I got gifted some jars recently, and they actually had charms hanging from the jars of herbs, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so I just got a little goddess symbol. As you can see, the moon phases, pentacle, and you get a fair bit. And these weren't DR, they were maybe $1.10 Australian. And you've got the tree of life, you've got Celtic design, and then you've got the goddess, and then just ordinary pentagram. And you can utilize them in many ways. Like, I like to put them in my candles. It's good if you can see it. Pentagram. And then I've also got, we did this as a DIY in my class. Yeah, really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to start up here because biggest to smallest. We've got these plates. I was a bit disappointed with this one. As you can see, it's like kind of not finished. I have sanded a little bit, but still I'm not 100% right about it, as you can see. But it's it gets the job done. You put your herbs in it, whatever, do your spell work. I think that was about $3. This one was really cheap too. I got this around the same price, and it's timber, thick, well made, and it's stained. I think this one came in, you could get it stained or not stained. So next would be this crystal headband. Again, I think I got this, it was around under $4, so it would have been like $3.70, $3.60, $3.50, you know, like something like that. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this. This is so well made, and I really want more of these, but unfortunately the crystals that they have, I think it comes in rose quartz, tiger's eye, which tiger's eye might look okay with my hair, lapis, rose quartz, amethyst, red jasper, and green aventurine, and that's it. That's all they have. So they do have other colors, but they're gold headbands, and I wear silver. So yeah, unfortunately, and there's ones with even bigger crystals, and they are gold again, which was really disappointing. Okay, chip bracelets. I tend to get a lot of my chip bracelets on AliExpress nowadays. I used to buy them in witchy stores every time I went, and I still do when I see the odd one here and there that I've been hunting for. If you guys have seen my jewelry on TikTok, I have a ton of chip bracelets, and I mean hundreds. And these were just some I got recently. So you've got this one here. So it's like a roulated quartz. Then you've got this gorgeous rose quartz. And I got asked the other day, is AliExpress stuff real? And so far, out of like heaps I've ordered, I've only got 2 fakes. One was a malachite, so be careful of malachite because more than guaranteed they're going to be fake. And the other fake was a citrine, which is funny. I didn't think a citrine would be fake, but it was plastic. So they're the only 2 out of probably 50 I've ordered from AliExpress. Told you I have a heap. So this is that. Okay. I also got these for my and then Indian agate, and they come in different shapes and sizes, as you guys can see. Like that's more of a that shape, and then this shape. And okay, and for my students I got a black tourmaline one, just tourmaline protective, and then I got tourmalated quartz, and I really love these ones. They're really well made, and as you can see the pieces are lovely, and I can't complain. And I think they're about $1.10 for them. That one was dearer. That one was $4, I think, and the rest, yeah, $1.10, $1.70. I think these ones were a little bit dearer for the circle ones. Okay, next, pendants, which is not. I thought that'd be a really nice present for my students, so I got the delicate type one. And then when I went back to order more, I clicked on the listing, and for some reason they sent me big ones. So now I've got big and small. So I don't know what happened there, but yeah. And I also got these because I have one and it works really well. Except mine is a volcanic rock inside, so it absorbs the oil. But you can actually put oil on these. You can open them, interchange the crystals. You could put herbs in there if you really wanted to. And it does open for you to interchange the crystals. But yeah, they can do what they want with it, but I just thought it was a cute little thing that they could utilize in their practice. And I got that in 2 obsidians and 2 onyxes and 2 amethysts. But one of the amethysts is pretty dark, so I don't know. That was that. I also got a divination coin from Ali, and again this was a little bit dearer. I think this was like $4. So well made, like thick, sturdy. Yes, and like I've seen divination stores sell these for like $30, you know. No, so you got no with the wings and the skull body and the skull head. Then you got the symbol, which is a sigil, and then you've also got this side, which you've got, you know, the eye, sun, assuming that's meant to be maybe the moon or something. Anyway, there was that. So I got that for my students, a couple of those. I also got some pieces of, it was really expensive actually for clear quartz. You used to be able to buy them really cheap for like epoxy and stuff, but these I found they were like $25 for like 5 pieces of quartz, and I wasn't going to pay that just for a DIY with us in the course. So I decided to get this one. I think it was $2.20, and it was beads, so they've got little holes if I wanted to use them for that, which might be nice as a bracelet. So you've got a fair bit, as you can see there. Okay, my next one is a spoon. I love this. This would, if it had to buy anything from this lot, this. It's so well made. It is a little bit tiny. I wasn't expecting it to be so small. I was kind of expecting it to be like wooden spoon size. But it's like mini wooden spoon size, but it's still cute. You've got the pentagram down the bottom, you've got the moon phases, and then you've got choice of crystal. The crystal is real. But I think it comes with rose quartz. You can get a double amethyst and a couple of the designs, and there's different designs on the actual spoon, but I just went for this one, and I think that was $3.60. Anyway, next we've got cards. These I'm going to show you and open them. Hang on. I missed earrings. Okay, so we'll go back a step. We've got the goddess symbol here. So you've got pentagram, again, really well made. The crystal, is it real? I don't think so, but it's still lovely. It does feel like real crystal, but I'm not too sure. It probably is, to be honest. Okay, we have the goddess symbol, and I've got the just plain pentagram coming. And these are really well made. Stainless steel. That's stainless steel too. Same company. They do a lot of different designs. They also have the Lilith symbol and a Hecate symbol one. This one is really cool. I'm only showing you one of each. And you've got the moon phases, and then the moth, which hangs with the moon over the top. I really love these type of earrings and wear them a lot. And they're quite reasonable priced. And you see them behind my hair, which earrings get a bit lost with my curly hair. There's this one. And these are heavy metal. These are the heavy metal. These ones are thinner metal, and they're lovely, lightweight. And then you feel these ones, and these ones are heavy. So I don't know what the difference is. I know the colouring is different, but it's got a heft to it. Okay, next is the chakra earrings, tube bracelets. We have a tarot earring. You can choose a tarot card if you wanted to. And I also got these to go with the pendulum boards. If they wanted to, they could turn these into a pendulum or use as a necklace. Comes with the chain from Aliexpress, and then you got the pendant. It's an actual pendant, and that's amethyst, chevron amethyst, and it's real. That's that. Okay, next is the tarot cards, which I'm going to maybe do in a second part video. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Hey guys, it's Eclectically me. This is part 2 of the AliExpress haul. So today we're going to talk about the tarot cards I got. I did get the tarot cards. Yes, a lot of these are copies of originals. The reason I get them on AliExpress, there's 2 reasons. Number 1 is if you're a beginner, a lot of times you don't know if you are going to want to keep doing divination. Here in Australia, tarot cards can be up to $70 for a deck, and that's cheap. So if it's something you're just experimenting with, buying a $5 deck just to see if it's something you're going to continue with, or if it's something you like, or trying out all the different forms of divination and working out which one's for you, it's a good idea. Plus, I like that they are smaller. I have really small hands, and a lot of the tarot cards are quite big, and I find on AliExpress when you order some of the tarot cards, they come in a smaller size for us little tiny hand people. So I'm gonna show you the cards that I have. Yes, you can buy these from the actual company. And am I saying to buy them on AliExpress? Well, I'm advertising them, but like, yes, buy it from the company if you can. Obviously, I'm never gonna say, you know, but you get my point. Okay, so first one is the Moonology, which is a really beautiful deck, and I have the original of the original deck. This one is a manifesting deck, and that is the back of the cards. As you can see, the cards are absolutely stunning. This one again follows the same Moonology pattern, but it is like instead of primarily black with a bit of color, this one is lots of color. And again, all the different moon phases, and then you got your quotes: see bigger picture, take action, know your worth. But they do not come with books, leaflets. So what I was going to tell you is, if you flip it over, there is a puck code on the back. If you download the app and you scan that puck code, the leaflet comes up, and then you have a digital copy.